I was on a coaching call with one of my incredible badass Academy clients. This was actually a VIP call, but it was one of my Academy clients. And she said to me, as we typically go around the room and we, everybody shares their wins and then anything that they need support with. And she came on and she was sharing, she said, I've realized that the greatest project that I have been working on over the last little bit has been myself. And I'm really proud of that. She said, I am so proud to say that. I am so proud to say that the project that I have been working on in the last little bit, the last few months, the last year, has been myself. And I had to pause her for a moment and just let this moment be soaked in for her and let it truly land in her body, because it is so incredible to say that the thing that I have been working on, the project, the thing that I've been giving all of my time, energy, focus, and attention towards has been myself, my growth, my evolution, my relationship with food, my self-love. It is the most beautiful thing. And I want to also reflect that back to you. If you've been this person where you have been working on yourself, you value growth, you value healing your relationship with food, and not just healing your relationship with food, but growth as a whole human, you need to recognize that you are not like most people. Most people want change. Most people want the effortless relationship with food. Most people want to become binge free. Most people want to become the healthiest version of themselves. Most people want to step into their power and the badass within them. But not everybody does. It takes work. And I've seen this client, I've seen all my clients put in the time, the energy, the effort towards, yes, not just conquering binge eating, but really working on themselves, growth, happiness, joy, fulfillment, better relationships. And when this client said, I just realized that the best project that I've been working on is myself, I actually told her and I said, I don't think I've shared this anywhere, but my business name, originally back in 2018, when I technically officially started my incorporated business, my company at the time, the name that I chose was Sustainable Health Project. Now, at the time, I wasn't doing coaching for women with their relationship with food. I was doing health and fitness coaching. But I named my company Sustainable Health Project. Why? Because the first thing, sustainable. I am all about longevity. I am all about sustainable growth, sustainable results for myself, for my life, in every single area of my life, but also for my clients. This is why the programs that I offer, my main signature programs, the Root and Rewire membership, Conquer, and the Academy is 6 or 12 months. I am not interested in anything that is a quick fix. Even in my life, my relationships, Andrew, I've never actually dated anyone short term. I started dating Andrew and we got married. And I know that that's obviously, I'm very blessed about that. But even friendships, I'm interested in longevity. Even with my mentors, I'm interested in longevity. I join programs that are 12 months, 6 months, a year long. Last year, it was actually every year, it's commit for another year, commit for another year, commit for another year. I just re-signed with my mentor for another full year because I'm so interested in growth as a human long term. I want sustainable results. I don't want to, when I was healing my relationship with food, I did not want to do anything that wasn't going to create lasting change. That's why I created the Root and Rewire process so that you can actually rewire your brain and eliminate your urges for good, sustainably long term. I was actually talking to a client inside of Conquer, and we did a private call together. And she was sharing that, in the past, she, thought like she was healed with her relationship with food. And then her urges came back. And the reason that she joined my program Conquer was because she's like, I know that you do things sustainably. You have a 6-month program. Like, I'm so interested in long term. I don't want to do something that's going to be a quick fix where I feel good and then I'm always worried about like my urges coming back. Like, I want to eliminate them. That's why she joined Conquer. But I'm so like, I've always been into sustainability in my health. Like, I want to live a long life, like sustainably. I wanted to heal my relationship with food sustainably. I want to help you sustainably become the greatest version of yourself. So the first part of Sustainable Health Project is sustainable. It's a value of mine. It's a value of my clients. My clients love the fact that my programs are 6 or 12 months. They're like, I literally started working with you because I love the fact that you have a program that's 6 or 12 months. Even one of my clients in Conquer, she joined for 6 months and she's like, I'm definitely going to just join for the full year. I'm definitely going to join for a full year because it's important to me that I just do things properly. I do things sustainably. And if I'm going to do this, like, I'm going to go all in. Okay, so that's the first part. The next part is health, sustainable health. Health has always been a priority for me. And even back when I was a health and fitness coach, yes, of course, I loved eating healthy and moving my body and just being healthy. But I don't see health as just working out and what you're eating. That is such a small fraction of your health. My vision of health has transformed tremendously over the past few years. I used to only think health was, well, back in the day, it's like health was macros. Health was working out all the time, and that was obviously not health. Now it's like, I look at health, I'm like, quality sleep. Andrew and I have been doing bone broth every single night. Morning sunlight, walks after a meal to support your digestion. Health is social health. Like, do you have people in your life that you love? Are you having connection in your life? Do you feel connected to people? Health to me is spiritual health, like connected to a higher source, like God, and believing that everything is working out for me. It's really important. Health is my mental health. My mental health is so important to me. Emotional health, being able to express your emotions freely, feeling, processing, coping, managing your emotions without using food. That is very important. So health, to me, was not just like working out and eating healthy. That is one aspect. There's so many other aspects to health that I value, that my clients value. And even when I stopped doing health and fitness coaching and I started coaching my clients with their relationship with food, I was like, do I change the name? Like, should I change it to like Food Freedom Academy or like freedom, food, something like Food Freedom? And I'm like, honestly, that never resonated with me because I've always still wanted to bring health into my clients' lives. I never wanted to preach, like, eat whatever you want and food freedom. It never resonated with me. So I actually kept Sustainable Health Project even when I was coaching my clients with their relationship with food, because just because you are working on your relationship with food does not mean throw your health out the window. It's like, I wanted to be different. It's like maybe some coaches would be like, yeah, just eat whatever you want and like, food freedom. Like, don't worry about don't worry about, your body. Don't worry about your health, or don't worry about what you're eating. Just like focus on your relationship with food. And I was like, I don't want to be that mentor. I don't want to be that coach. So I felt like I stood out because I was like, I want to still keep health at the forefront of my coaching, of my teaching, of my mentorship with my clients, because I know my clients value their health. Not just their relationship with food, but mental health, getting quality sleep, boundaries, emotional health, processing your emotions. Like, I wanted to support my clients with all these things. So that was sustainable health. And then project was the last word. And this was 2018 that I came up with this word, like this business name. And the reason that I included project in my company name sustainable health project was because I believe that I am always a work in progress. Even when I'm binge free, which I am, obviously, even when I have the relationship of my dreams, which I'm in, obviously, even when life is so good, I am never going to be that person that stops growing, that stops learning, that stops evolving, that stops getting mentorship. I will always be that person that has a mentor by my side because I want to be better every single day. I will always work on my relationship, no matter how solid it is, because I want to have the best relationship in my entire life. I will always be working on my health because there's always new information and I want to be the top of the top of the top of my game. I will always work on my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health. I will always be working on myself. And I said the word project because I'm like, I am the greatest project that I'll ever work on. And I just thought it was hilarious when my client came on the call and she was like, I've just been realizing that the best project that I've been working on the past little bit, I can't remember how long she said. I don't know if she said a timeline, but she's like she said the greatest project that I've been working on was myself. And I'm so proud of that. And I was like, yes. Clients work with me long term. I'm working with some clients that have been with me for 2+ years. And it's not that they're not getting results. No, they're getting results. They're no longer binging. But we're working on growth as a whole human. With the clients that, they've eliminated their urges, they're eating intuitively, they aren't weighing themselves anymore, that's long gone. And now we're working on boundaries, speaking up for themselves. We're working on no longer caring about what other people think of them. We're releasing people-pleasing tendencies. I have a client that we're working on. She is really wanting to, work on her gut health and her digestive system without feeling restricted. So we've done the relationship with food aspect, and that's pretty solid. But now she wants to go and she wants to make better food choices for herself, for her family, for her gut, for her, to reduce inflammation in the body. And she wants guidance on how to do that without feeling restricted. And now I'm working on that. So clients come to me, and yes, to heal their relationship with food and conquer binge eating, but it's so much more than that. My work goes way beyond that. It's I see it as you are the greatest project that you'll ever work on. It's not just relationship with food. It's boundaries. It's loving yourself. It's changing the way that you're speaking to yourself. It's, loving who you are. Finding joy in your life. What are you passionate about? What brings you joy? What brings you pleasure? All these other areas. And so you are going to be the greatest project that you're ever going to work on. I will never stop working on myself. I literally was telling Andrew the other day that in high school, I actually never dated anyone in high school. Even when I went off to college and university, I never dated anyone. I was the type of person that was up at 5 a.m. and doing my morning routine, doing my workout in university. I had a little mini suite that I lived in. And then there was, if I just got out of my room and I went into another room, it was kind of a shared room. No one was going to be in there at 6 a.m. And so I would literally take my laptop and I would do my workout in there. And then I would bring my blender and my smoothie, and I would make a smoothie in there so I didn't wake up my roommates. And I would be coming home and I would study. And then I went off and became a personal trainer, and I was studying. I was getting certified. I was a yoga instructor at the age of 18. And so I was always very interested in learning and growth. I was researching about health. I would do so much research about health. And that's why I feel I've always just loved working on myself. Like I just love it so much. I love learning and growth and evolution. And that's why I attract clients that love working with me long term, because number one, they want sustainable results. They care about their health, and they're not interested in just food freedom. Like, no, it's like, I want to stop binge eating, and I also want to be the best example to my children. I don't want to be this control freak. I don't want to be this perfectionist. I want to be able to go with the flow. I want to be able to stop worrying so much about what other people think about me. You know, and it's so much more than just the relationship with food. And actually, this client that said to me about, you know, the project thing on the call, I actually met her in person at the Unstoppable Badass event. Of course, she was in VIP, so we had dinner together. And she was like, you know, I came to you for binge eating, but you've helped me in every area of my life. I see you as like a life coach, you know, like you've helped me set those better boundaries. You know, you've helped me set boundaries with family, with my neighbor. I'm no longer people pleasing. I feel so grounded in my day. You know, it's like I'm so much more intuitive. Yes, with my food, but also just like in life, like making decisions. And that's the most beautiful thing. It's the most beautiful thing. And so I share this with you for a few different reasons. One, I feel like that was kind of, you know, very insightful to kind of hear about my philosophy, my values as a mentor, as a coach, and, you know, what I love supporting my clients with. It's not just like binge eating. It's not just food. It's like, I want to help you freaking feel unstoppable. Like, I want you to have the best mental health. I want you to have the best emotional health. I want you to have the greatest spiritual health, where you constantly believe like there's a better calling in your life. There's a better plan for your life. Like, you trust yourself. You love who you are. You feel amazing in your own skin. Like, you know how to set boundaries. You're no longer people pleasing. You really feel unstoppable at work, in your parent life. You feel calm throughout your day. Like, I want that for you. And so I wanted to share that, but also it's like, these are the types of clients that I attract in my world. Like, when that client came up and said that, I was like, I am so proud to be coaching women that value growth as a whole. You know, it's like, they're not interested in quick fix results. This client has been working with me. It's probably been a year or a little bit more. She started in the membership, and then she went straight up to the academy, you know, and like, she's so like, all my clients and all of you guys are so like committed. And I love that. I love working with women who are committed, who are interested in sustainable results, who aren't afraid to put in the work, who truly love growth as a human. Like, you get excited to work on yourself. You get excited to meet the greatest version of yourself. You get excited to see what you're actually capable of. Like, I freaking love this work so much. Like, man, I am so blessed. I'm so blessed, but also it's like, I went first. You know, I've not just healed my relationship with food. I've worked on all these other areas. And now it's like, I've taken what I've learned with my relationship with food and beyond, and now I'm supporting my clients with that. So do not forget that you're always going to be the greatest project that you'll ever work on is yourself. And it's not like, my clients don't see that as like, like I have to work on myself. Like, my clients love it. I love it. I don't see it as like, I need to work with my mentor for another year. It's like, it's a desire. I just invested another $20,000 in my coach for a full year. And that's literally, I mean, I've spent way more. Last year, I think in mentorship, I probably spent 36. I would probably say $80,000 to $100,000 last year in mentorship. And people might think like, Lorna, you're absolutely crazy, but I freaking love it. Like, if I want to be the best, I'm going to get the best support. If I want to be the best coach, if I want to have the best health, if I want to have the best relationship, if I want to be the greatest me, I am not going to invest in something short term. I am also not going to invest in something that doesn't expand me. A huge part of growth is the expansion of like, ooh, like this is a big investment. Like, yes, I actually wouldn't be activated if I like spent like $100 in a coach. I'm like, no, I need someone who's going to expand me. And this is why, someone just joined Conquer and she paid in full. Well, multiple people have. And she was like, yeah, like this is a stretch. Like I'm so excited. I'm so fired up. And her results are going to skyrocket because she did something that stretched her, right? She did something that stretched her. I have a client that is in Conquer right now and she's like ready to come into the academy and she knows that that's her next step. And so another part of growing and working on yourself is also stretching yourself. It's not making the safest investment. It's pushing yourself to make the investment that you know that you're meant to make. I never forget a client that worked with me inside of the academy, but she messaged me and she's like, so at first she did one of my 3-week programs, Eat Normally. And then she was like, we didn't talk for a little bit because the program was complete. It was 3 weeks. And then she messaged me and she's like, hey, like I really think like I would get benefit from the Root and Rewire membership. And I was like, amazing, come on in. And then she was like, well, can we chat about this? Because I feel like that would be like the safer investment. She was like, I know that I'm meant to be in the academy, but it's a stretch. And I said, yeah, that's the point. You need to be playing at the level that you're meant to be playing on. It's like if you know that you're meant to get the highest level of support because that's just who you are, like you go all in, you want to be the best in your career, you want to be the best mom, you want to, you're always the top of the top of the top, and you know that the academy is for you, like jump in the academy. Don't play small. Don't make the safe option. It's like make the option that's going to expand you. And she was expanded. And guess what? She showed up so powerfully. She's conquered. She's binge free. And she stayed binge free. She worked with me for multiple rounds in the academy and she's good. Like she's free. And she messages me. She's like, I'm still binge free. I'm living my life. And that's so beautiful to see. And beyond that, like every area of her life has transformed. She's more calmer. She's more patient. Everything. She's healthier. And so I do this for myself. Like sustainable health project, I will always be working on my health. I will always be investing in my health. I will always be looking for mentors that I'm going to work with long-term because I value long-term growth. And I'm also going to always be working on myself. I tell my clients all the time, I'm like, I'm literally going to be the 90-year-old lady who's still like working on myself because for me, it's not the result. It was never about becoming binge free. It was never about that. It was the journey getting there that freaking lights me up. Like even building my business. I've had my business is literally going to cross $1 million this year. I got the results. And that's not even what I'm most proud of. I'm proud of the woman that had to lean into the fear and, start a podcast. And put a program together and call in these clients and share my story online. Like that's what I'm most freaking proud of, right? And so for you as well too, it's like you will get there. You will become binge free. When you work with me, you will stop your binge eating. But you're going to love who you are along the way. You're going to love working on yourself. It's like my clients love it. Like my clients get so excited when I have a new program and it's like, ooh, I'm going to learn something new and I can't wait to implement it. Like my clients love it. My clients love it, love it, love it so freaking much. They're like, yes, I love this. I can't wait to meet my higher self. I can't wait to show myself what I'm capable of. Like I'm a work in progress. Like I will not stop until I feel so freaking unstoppable. And I'm so grateful that these are the clients that I attract into my world. It's such an honor to support women who value growth as a whole, not just help me stop binge eating. It's like I'm a mentor that's going to support you with so much more. And if you're not interested in that, well, then we're not a good fit. Because when you work with me, your entire life will freaking change. Like you will learn things about your health, your mental health, your emotional health that will blow your freaking face off. Like one of my clients she was on one of our coaching calls and she's been telling herself like lately, I'm a badass. And she actually messaged me and she was like, my daughter literally just finished a puzzle and said, Mom, look at me, I finished the puzzle. I'm such a badass. And like, I just love that so much because my clients are being better examples to their children. Like, man, it's the work we do together it's so special. I love this work so much. Like, I love it so much. Like, find a mentor who's so deeply in love with their work, because man, I hire people who are so like obsessed and in love with their work, because that makes me so excited. I'm like, yes, like they love it. I'm fired up. My clients come in, they're like, Lauren, you're so passionate. I'm like, yeah, like this is my life's work. God put me on this planet to, I believe that I had to go through binge eating, because now I'm the greatest blessing in so many of my clients' lives. And I don't take that for granted. I'm like, I have a gift to share to the world. Like, I am not holding back. Like, I am going to share everything that I know. It's changed my life. And when something's changed your life, you can't hold it in. I literally can't hold it in. I'm like, this is my life's work. Like, God put this gift in my heart, in my soul, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get it across to so many women that want it, that desire it, that are ready to conquer. Like, I just get so fired up. And this is why when someone joins like my programs, I get so excited, because I'm like, your life is going to change. Like, you have no freaking idea. Like, buckle the heck up, okay? Like, buckle up. You're in for the greatest adventure of your freaking life. Like, man, I just love it. I love it so much. I love this work. I love the clients that I support. I love how much you value your health, how much you want to become a greater version of yourself. It is the most incredible thing in the world. So I hope you got so much value out of this, and I will see you guys inside of the next episode.